All right, I've been called out by a couple of good friends to do this ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Golly, unless you're living in a cave somewhere, you got to know what this ALS Ice Bucket Challenge is. It's where you take the bucket and dump it over you. But I want to say something. It's not really about getting on camera and trying to look cool and cute and put ice water on. It's about raising awareness for a horrible disease. ALS is a horrible disease. And it's also about raising money. So the whole idea is to donate money. So make sure that you not only look cute on the camera and make everyone laugh, but that you donate money as much as you can. And the two friends, one was Jill Reeves, thank you Jill, aka Jill Mama by the way, and then the other one was Tadeo Padea. So I'm going to do this for both of y'all, and I appreciate you calling me out because I think it's important. I wanted to real quick tell you a quick story if I can tell it quickly, a story about my connection with ALS. And I got to go all the way back to my high school days. When I was 16 years old, I was standing on the front lawn of Grand Prairie High School, hanging out with all the cowboys, trying our best to look cool. And one of my very dear close friends, Mike Green, walked up with a little scrawny, short, scrawny, curly-headed, nappy-headed boy, just a young kid, and he introduced him to everybody standing there. And this guy that Mike Green walked up with was a fella by the name of Mike Driscoll. And right there on top of that hill, I shook old Driscoll's hand, and we started a great friendship right there. It's lasted to this very day, and I'm very proud to be friends with Mike Driscoll. Anyway, Green says, hey, we're going to go to a rodeo this weekend in Kaufman, Texas. Do you want to go? And Driscoll said, yeah, I'd love to go, but I don't have a way. And he said, well, go ask old Taylor over there. Taylor's got a truck. Maybe he'll come get you. So he did. Came over to talk to me, and I thought he was an all right guy. So I said, yeah, I'll come get you. He gave me his address. I went over to his house. 16-year-old boy, teenage boy, goofier than a box of rocks, I'm sure, like the rest of you. I walked up there and I knocked on the door, and Miss Shirley Burkhead, Driscoll's mom, answered the door. And that was the first time I met her, and I just fell in love with her that day. I can't tell you what she said or what she did. I just remember she was very funny, and I remember she made me feel special. And she did that for the entire time I knew her. She always made me feel special. And me and Driscoll became very good friends. In the next 3 or 4 years, I spent as much time over at Driscoll's house as I did over at my house, so I got to know Shirley really well. I can't tell you how special she was. She was a beautiful woman. She was someone who loved life. She always made you laugh. And she always made me feel special, like I said. And one of the things she would do is she'd walk up, she'd grab me on the cheeks, or back then I had hair, she'd rub her fingers through my hair, and she'd say, Gary Taylor, you're so dang cute. You're so special. I bet all the girls like you. You're so witty. You're so funny, and all these things. And I was a 16-year-old guy, like I said, like the rest of you, I'm sure. We're all kind of goofy at that age. We all don't know what we're going to do in life. We all don't know exactly where we're at. And she helped, I think, build upon the foundation my parents, great parents, had. They built a great, I think, a good foundation for a good guy. And Shirley definitely was a part of building who I am. She did that all the time, so much so that she actually made me believe that I was not a goofy-looking guy, that I was not a silly guy, that I was not a nerd. I mean, she made me feel like I was someone special, and I'll always be thankful for that. But later on, Driscoll and I, we got into our 20s, so I wasn't hanging out at his house all the time. And for long, I didn't get to see old Shirley much. Still loved her, just didn't get to see her much. And then, lo and behold, I get married and have kids. Driscoll gets married and he has kids. And golly, for long, we're not even seeing each other at all. And I want to say, man, there was a period there of probably about 3 or 4 years where I didn't see him. Maybe talked to him on the phone a couple of times, and just, our friendship. We had other things going on in our life, and our friendship, I'd like to say we were still friends, but our friendship suffered. We just wasn't, we wasn't hanging out like we used to, and that, happens in life. And one day, I can't remember, I either called him up or he called me up, and we're catching up, like, how's your kids doing? How's your job? All the stuff that you ask. And somewhere down the line, I asked how his mama was doing. And he said that she had ALS. And of course, I didn't know what ALS was. I was like, what the hell is that? And he said, well, she's in the final stage of you might have heard it before, called Lou Gehrig's disease. And I had read Lou Gehrig's book, the book about him, so I knew what Lou Gehrig's disease was through that. And I didn't know how horrible it was, but I knew that it would kill you. And of course, the first thing I said is, I want to go see her. Let's go see her. So a few nights later, Driscoll came and picked me up, and we went over to see her. And I don't want to get too graphic here, but I'll tell you, if you don't know what ALS does to your body or to a person that has that disease, it's horrible. I'm not an ALS expert, but what I understand is it shuts down your body, but your mind is completely intact. So when I saw Shirley there just a few weeks really before she passed away, she was to the point where she couldn't eat. She couldn't get up and go to the bathroom, and she couldn't talk to me. I know that she recognized me. I did get that feeling, but and I went and saw her a couple of times after that. But you know, it was a horrible, horrible thing to see someone that I loved. I loved her very much, and someone who had so much life, so much spunk, so much energy, to be in that position. It was hard. So, and I didn't have to live with it like Driscoll did, and I hate it for him to have to go through that, or anybody else who has to go through that. So listen, guys, this is important. It's not about throwing a bucket of water on your head. It's about putting money out there so that they can find a cure for this thing. So I'm going to nominate Mike Driscoll. But Mike, I understand if this would be hard for you to do. I do understand that. So you don't have to do this, but you know, I think you'll probably definitely donate some money to help fight it. But if you don't want to get on camera and do this, everybody understand that. And then a couple other boys used to hang out there all the time, Lee McDermott and Billy Johnson. You guys are on. So here I go. You never know when the zombies are going to attack, so I'll gotta put that down. All right. Here's this bucket. Woo! All right. I got one more bucket. This bucket is for Mike Green. Mike Green passed away shortly after we graduated from high school, and I don't know a lot about life, but I know this for damn sure. If Mike Green was here, someone would nominate him, and he would do it in the name of someone he loved very much, Shirley Burkhead. So here, this one's for you, Mike. Thank you.